Hello, dear beautiful brothers and spiritual brothers and sisters. This is Danny Zen coming to you live from the Northern Hemisphere. If you will block out all distractions and give me your kind time and attention for the next 15 minutes or so, you're going to be blown away. You're going to learn how to stay healthy, have real health insurance, be able to have the financial resources to live your dream lifestyle, save a ton of time, not be a victim of the pharmaceutical drug industry. You're going to raise your IQ by over 30 points or more. You're also going to get to know a neighbor and support a local small business owner instead of all the big box local stores that you know about that's impersonal and doesn't really care about you, okay? And also, I'm doing this video to be motivated. I'm motivated by in case there's a major infrastructure collapse or literally no electricity for months on end. So you can get to know me. And though basically, I founded and started what I call the Lauderhill, Florida, over $99. Now, not every item is actually over $99. It's just to get your attention and to stand out. Okay. Over $99 brain health, because brain diseases, neurodegenerative diseases are going to go skyrocket. It's already started here with 5G, people being indoors, our poison food system, okay? And also titled Off-Grid ACME store. ACME stands for a company manufacturing everything, okay? I am coming to you live from outside. I'm not wearing a shirt. For those that know me, I'm a huge biohacker and a follower of the retired brain surgeon, Dr. Jack Kruse. That's just blowing up the internet, okay? And if you want to just be blown away and be smart, since ignorance is the most expensive thing, be sure to binge watch him on YouTube or other channels by typing in Dr. Jack Kruse. However, Kruse is spelled Kruse, okay? And if you guys have any burning questions, desires, in case you can't finish the rest of this video, you can leave me a voicemail at my Lauderhill landline number. Lauderhill, by the way, is just west of Fort Lauderdale here in South Florida. And my landline number is 786-441-2727. Again, that's 786-441-2727. And to cut to the chase, if you badly want to be able to afford many of our products and services, possibly live 100% off passive and or residual income while you sleep, so you can stop trading time for money, have leverage, have a business you own instead of it own you, or at the very least to build your own dreams versus somebody else's, and also learn about financial education and literacy, be sure to enter the following two shortened links into your web browser. We'll take you to a document on a cloud drive. Go to tinyurl.com/I-want-freedom-now. Again, that's TTangoINYURL.com/I-want-freedom-now. The other one, make sure you log into your Gmail first. In case I decide to ban Google, which owns Gmail, for being naughty and spying on us and selling our information, you can visit the same document titled How to Own Your Life. By the way, I forgot to mention, it's going to take you to a document on how to own your life. A simple but not easy 3-step system so you can live the life of your dreams, have total time and money and location freedom, okay, and afford all the stuff that I offer in my e-store and by appointment only physical store. The other link is tinyurl.com/more hammock time. Okay, again, that's TTangoINYURL.com/more hammock is spelled H Hotel A M Mary O C K time. Okay, and my cell phone, in case that landline does not work, although I never text, it's 305-297-9360. Again, 305-297-9360. Now, moving on, just very briefly, I am a traumatic brain injury survivor from a handful of concussions, as suggested on Dr. Daniel Amen Clinic's brain SPECT scan. Black Diamond skiing accident. I also fainted, and after a marathon training run, I hit my head against the edge of the porcelain toilet on my then Culver City, Los Angeles, California studio apartment. I also fainted again a couple times while doing more training runs in Santa Monica Beach, California. Haven't been the same since. It's been a very, very long recovery. That happened way back in 2003. It is now 2025, 5 years post-pandemic, okay? I am also a mercury poisoning, a heavy metal poisoning survivor from my 4 dental amalgam fillings, suggested on a Dr. a hair sample test. I've been through the ringer, seen the worst of our healthcare system and psychiatric, especially medication industry. So I had struggled with mental health, depression when I was an undergrad in an Ivy League school, namely Cornell University at Ithaca, New York, there in the beautiful Finger Lakes region. I am of Chinese or Taiwanese descent. All four of my grandparents were born in mainland China and fled communist Mao Zedong to the island off there, the coast there in Taiwan. Paternal, my dad's dad was a full colonel in the Taiwanese Air Force, served under General Chiang Kai-shek. My mother met my dad. They were neighbors in southern Taiwan, Tainan. And I was born in Queens, New York City. My dad was studying for his master's in engineering degree. He always worked in nuclear power plants. I've tested highest for uranium, of all things, in my hair sample. And so born in Queens, lived in upstate New York, Rockland County for 3 years. Actually was in North Carolina, South Carolina before that. I was too young to remember. I've got a younger sister, Linda, who is a occupational therapist at a Veterans Administration VA hospital in Oakland, California. Grew up in a suburb of Miami called Kendall. My parents divorced when I was young. Raised with a stepdad, Chinese Jamaican, and attended Miami Killian High School, before that Arvida Middle School, and before that Gloria Floyd Elementary there, west of the Falls Shopping Center, for those that know South Dade County. And then before that, what was it called? Lakewood Elementary in Rockland County, New York, Congers. But anyways, I'll just cut to the chase to add value to you. You're going to save a ton of time because my store offers a basically one-stop shop for everything related to health, disease prevention, chronic disease reversal, even maybe reversing your chronological and biological age, or your biological age. You can't reverse your chronological age, and maybe even reverse your mitochondrial age. Seriously, okay? By detoxing and learning about some paradigm shifting ideas, you're gonna see the components of my what I call the three-legged stool for quantum biology store. That's a game changer. All the links will be in the description below this video, okay? If you're hard of seeing or blind, you can visit the following links to have real health insurance, learn what over 90% of doctors don't even know about, maybe make it to age 125 with a sharp, clear mind, more or less intact body, and have a ton of money. Go to tinyurl.com/thedoctorofthefuture. Again, and doctor spelled out tinyurl.com/the-doctor-of-the-future, or tinyurl.com/disrupt-healthcare. Or if that link doesn't work, because again I'm going to ban Google, you can go to tinyurl.com/the-greatest-medicine-of-all. Okay. And again, if you have trouble accessing those documents, Google Drive, you can leave me a voicemail. Also, my toll-free line for now I have is 1-800-250-8975. If you happen to be traveling outside the country and want to call me, 1-800-250-8975. And then my primary email, which my Lauderhill Acme store at gmail.com forwards to. Again, you can use Lauderhill Acme store at gmail.com, but the best bet is to use my primary, my alma mater, and that's dct3 at cornell.edu. That's D Delta C Charlie T Tango the number 3 at cornell.edu. And in case there's a huge major infrastructure collapse, as I mentioned, since I know there's going to be a power outage like you've never ever seen, you can visit me in person, because I'm tired of all this impersonal stuff, chatbot, AI, all that crap. I'm located currently at the Lauderhill Environ Condominium Association Phase 1 at 7081 Environ Boulevard, should the crap really hit the fan, okay? 7081 Environ Boulevard, E Echo N Nancy V Victor IRO N as in Nancy Boulevard, okay? I'm located in well, call me first and I'll give you my apartment, but you can dial pound 711 for me to buzz you into the elevator lobby. That's pound 711. I'm doing some major humanity planet saving work, so I'm a little swamped. Credentials, by the way, I'm also known as the Glyphosate Guy. That took me out for over 20 years. Glyphosate's the active ingredient Roundup herbicide. You get a free copy of my glyphosate testing, exposure prevention, and detoxing e-guide. That is a minor or major root cause of actually virtually every chronic disease under the sun, ranging from autism, autoimmune disorder, Alzheimer's to Z's or sleep challenges, and everything in between. You got leaky gut, thyroid issues, depression, anxiety, sleep, cancer, on and on and on and on, okay? Irritable bowel syndrome, everything, okay? Absolutely take that to the bank. I'm actually building the world's first network marketing or multi-level marketing company, all centered around the testing of preventing exposure to and detoxing of glyphosate. Again, the active ingredient Roundup herbicide weed killer. You can get a free copy of that e-guide either at tinyurl.com/detoxingroundup or where is the other one? Let's see here. By the way, in terms of off-grid, since it's hurricane season right now, make sure you visit both O&E House Off the Grid, okay? So you can have up to 2 years with the water and 2 years with the food store. That is absolutely every American's top priority, okay? As my credentials to be called also America's Energy Conservation Efficiency Expert, I have recruited and trained about 100 solar and battery consultants for a couple platforms since 2017. Made more money in override commissions than personal sales. I am a huge network marketer. Took the entrepreneurial plunge in 2003 when I fired my boss as a hotel manager at a couple LAX Marriott hotels. I've worked as a janitor freshman year in college. I worked in Miami-Dade County Public Library as a shelver, part-time job. Been a waiter, prep cook while at the Statler Hotel there on campus at Cornell. And other odds, defensive driving, tutoring math. My dad is actually a former Buddhist monk that disrobed. He became a monk after my parents divorced, and after working 10 years at Turkey Point, Homestead, Florida's nuclear reactor there for Florida Power and Light. My mother sells jewelry at an associate's degree only. She worked as a bookkeeper while I was growing up, and she took the entrepreneurial plunge around 2000 after I graduated from college. Anyways, the other link to get that amazing, potentially health and life-saving document about glyphosate's T-Tango, INY-URL.com/detoxingroundup. You can also use bit.ly/detoxroundup, okay? bit.ly/detoxroundup. By the way, for the link for my three-legged stool of quantum biology, so you can eat up to 66% less food. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you need up to 66% less food. Visit either tinyurl.com/lightwater magnetism store. Again, tinyurl.com/lightwater, all spelled out letters, magnetism store, or tinyurl.com primary nutrition store or primary nutrition shop should all work, okay? And then yeah, if you can't visit O&E House Off the Grid, so I know I've got major ADD for those that will get to know me or know me already. You can visit my YouTube channel. I do have it's youtube.com/1 House Off the Grid, all letters, okay? Currently, I have a temporary How to Dive Nothing Beyond Bulletproof podcast on my personal YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/DannyZen2, and that's my spiritual last name spelling. So that after the youtube.com, put DANNY, Z zebra, E echo, N November, and the number 2, okay? And I'll have my future BitChute channel, since I'm going to be banning YouTube before they ban me, okay, for uploading life-saving information that is taking profits away from telecom industry, all the harms of non-native, invisible, man-made electromagnetic fields. Okay, you get a free copy of my electromagnetic fields for dummies when you visit the first few links, the tinyurl.com/the doctor of the future. Okay, but I would highly recommend you guys start watching a video called the Cash Flow Quadrant Concept, so you can afford all these amazing things that I offer on my e-store. And by the way, the quote-unquote catalog for my store can be found at tinyurl.com/Lauderhill Acme Store catalog, okay? Again, tinyurl.com/Lauderhill ACME Store Catalog. I will also create bit.ly/Lauderhill ACME Store Catalog. You can use that as well to go to Proton Mail Drive, okay, cloud storage. I know this is a lot of information. You can share my channel. It's just simply youtube.com/ampersand Lauderhill ACME Store. What else here? Yeah, so there's going to be a ton of information. I have enough information literally to move trillions and trillions, that's with the T, ladies and gentlemen, from Big Pharma, go to Rockefeller Medicine, to preventative, lifestyle, and upstream or root cause medicine, okay? I'm going to go real quick because I'm getting thirsty. You can also see the features and benefits of America's safest, healthiest, and greenest homes of the future with my new construction startup titled Tesla Passive House, also known as Circadian Mito House, okay? Circadian Mito, meaning short for mitochondria. But start by watching the video tinyurl.com/financialed101 so you can recondition your thinking about how to earn money by having a mindset shift. Again, that's tinyurl.com/financialed101 or tinyurl.com/financialeducation101, and be sure to watch that at least 100 times. And I can only work with, by the way, coach 5 people at a time as a pro network marketing coach since 2003 to help them cash flow $30,000 over $1 million per month. Yes, I did say that, $1 million per month. Okay. By the way, when you visit OneHouseOffTheGrid.com, it should redirect you to a Linktree/OneHouseOffTheGrid site. Again, all letters. I do also have a channel, One House Off the Grid channel on Brighteon. That's Mike Adams, also known as the Health Ranger of Natural News, who started that, and that's just Brighteon, BRIGHTEON.com/channels/One House Off the Grid. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to cut this short. It's due to people's short attention span, and I haven't eaten anything all day. Anyways, again, thank you for your kind time and attention. Welcome to my Lauderhill over $99 Brain Health and Off-Grid ACME Store. I look forward to helping you to achieve your wellness, health goals, reverse any chronic disease, to have what I call compression of morbidity, so you're healthy till you're 85, 95, and then you just croak, okay? Like 4 of my grandparents did. They generally didn't suffer too bad and too long. That's the worst thing, of course. So that's what's called compression of morbidity that I learned from Dr. Andrew Weil, who founded the Arizona Institute for Integrative Medicine. As a backup email, you can also send me to my Proton Mail, Danny Zen at you know what, let me give you use One House Off the Grid, all letters, ONE, House Off the Grid at protonmail.com, or howtodivenothing.com. I will renew that. It's the title of a future New York Times best-selling book about increasing your mind span. Yes, very important, so make sure you check that out. howtodievenothing.com. Put a tinyurl.com in front of that, or bit.ly, since I haven't renewed the domain name yet, okay? But anyways, lastly, I am a vaccine-injured, neurodivergent individual. I am 47 years old, no kids, single, never married, just had 4 girlfriends. If you really want to know, I'm a localvore, an in-seasonivore. I eat what's in season, locally, to my ethnicity, more or less, Chinese, you know, rice, soybeans, I guess. But I do also love grass-fed meat, pasture-raised chicken eggs, a ton of seafood now, all wild caught for the most part, okay? And I've been eating 1 meal a day for probably since 2022 now, 1 meal a day, and I have lived a very, very circadian tight life, and I try to live like a Buddhist monk, so I try to finish my meal, believe it or not, before noon, but definitely no later than 2 p.m. And I've ran a full marathon with not my legs, but my mind. I love beach volleyball, tennis, had a tennis court in my backyard. I love reading, not into traveling too much, but right now the goal is to live within 10 degrees south of the equator in the southern hemisphere, since there's virtually no nuclear power plants, if any, far fewer 5G, and definitely less light pollution, okay? Anyways, be sure to print out that document, tinyurl.com/thedoctorofthefuture, for basically my life's work and to help me achieve my legacy of leaving behind knowing that I've done everything to make the average person have real health literacy and also to get your help to counter climate change sea level rise by shutting down the remaining 241 coal-fired power plants we have left in this country. By the way, I didn't mention, but for the biggest part-time home-based business opportunity ever in America, make sure you visit my PowerPoint that's titled Solar, Strokes, and Social Security, Creating Climate Wealth with the Inflation Reduction Act by visiting either tinyurl.com/seize the energy gold rush, I believe it is. Okay, that's tinyurl.com/seize the energy gold rush, or to view that PowerPoint so you can earn an average of $7,000 in commissions in order to be able to afford these items by helping me acquire an American that takes advantage of our 15 core energy upgrade and self-reliance items. You can also visit tinyurl.com/America's Best Biz Op. Again, tinyurl.com/America's with an S, Best Biz B-I-Z Op, O-P-P. And you can see all my video version. I'm going to be recording a shorter version on those channels, the one house off the grid, okay? Contact me if you've built and scaled multi-million, if not billion-dollar companies, as I'm looking for a business partner for almost a handful of my business startup ideas. If you got a passion for health, preventative medicine, want to do some impossible things, I mean, like getting rid of 5G, paying local governments, whoever hosts these 5G antennas, and the coming 6G, much more money than what the telecom companies are paying them, okay? Just call me again, 786-441-2727, or just schedule a face-to-face meeting with me, okay, since none of these billionaires are calling me back. Lastly, what else? There's probably some other stuff I missed, but you guys can just enjoy all those documents, okay? Everything's there. Please, no scammers. I don't have time for that. And only if you're ethical, intelligent, hardworking, highly self-motivated, great attitude, and preferably entrepreneurial, you can contact me, okay? If you'd like to be my assistant, I am hiring for either in-person or virtual assistant to run the store and the other business endeavors of mine. Just contact me as well. You can send me a resume if you want, but I care more about your soft skills and your attention to detail and, you know, whatnot, okay? Anyways, take care, everybody. Thank you for your kind time and attention. Be well. I look forward to serving you as a local Lauderhill resident and business owner. And thank you for all the local elected officials, Mayor Grant, Vice Mayor Martin, and the other commissioners for your service and dedication to our community as we are facing some major challenges. And I do ask that you do the right thing. Contact me if you want money, okay? Take care, and then lastly, be sure to start growing your own food with my 3 food growing partners, since that's extremely important after having your own water, ideally produced with some atmospheric water generators that I market. You'll see a link below in the description below that in the video for tsunamiproducts.com. But you can grow your own food, which is top priority, by visiting linktree/growfoodnotlawns. By the way, I am a University of Florida Master Gardener. Took a 13-week course down there at the Homestead, Florida Cooperative Extension Office. Just need to grow my green thumb. Not currently growing anything, just have a half a dozen indoor house plants. Again, that's linktr.echo/grow-food-not-lawns. Okay? Anyways, take care, everybody, and I look forward to getting to know you as my customer for the literally probably around 100, if not more, things that I market, a ton of affiliate links, or, you know, custom items to install, like insulation, solar panels, you know, just everything, okay? Thank you for, again, supporting a local business owner, and I look forward to helping you to stay healthy, okay? Take care, and if you have trouble accessing those documents on Google Drive, just leave me a voicemail again at my landline number, 786-441-2727. Take care.